Yo, what is up, guys? My name is IronBoffin, coach of your Rochester Rhydons, and we are back again. We're back again. We're always coming back, stronger than ever. Always grinding, improving, all that good stuff. We're here for week 5 of the WBE, and this week we're going against Steve, aka Magnitude, aka the creator of the draft format, very experienced GBA founder, all that crazy stuff, man. So he's obviously been around the block, you know, like probably more than anybody else has, you know. So I'm very excited. Now, if you saw our last game, you know we played Wolf, and we were this close to taking a win there. It was a 4-0 technically, but he had like 2 Mons on like 1 HP, so I mean it was like a 2-0, and if he wasn't ZEQ, I could have won. So there's still a lot of games left to play. There's a lot of game left to play. If he didn't have ZEQ, but anyway, we had a really good week last week. We're gonna carry that momentum into this week. And I'm going to go over my team. That's what we're here for. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with Shebe. We got Shebe, the Shaman. We're rocking Assault Vest. We got Giga Drain, Earth Power, Hidden Power. Let me see what Hidden Power that is. It's Hidden Power Ice for the land. Sorry, I should probably go over his team first. What am I doing? Let me go ahead and go over Steve Magnitude's team first for you guys, so that way you know. He did have quite a few changes going into this week, so that made me nervous because I was kind of hoping he didn't make changes to counter team me. But going over his team real quick, he's got Clefable, Thunderous Therian, Azelf, Politoed, Vaporeon, Hitmonlee, Quillfish, Heatmore, Shiinotic, and Mega Swampert. So we got to deal with weather again this week. He's got the rain, but I can deal with that a little better than I could Excadrill. Excuse me. So anyway, like I said, let's go ahead and go back over the Shaman. We got Giga Drain, Earth Power, Hidden Power, Ice, and Seed Flare, rocking the Assault Vest. This is basically one of my main checks to his Thunderous Therian. That thing is terrifying. The thing's super strong. I can tank any hit from that thing with this set. The only thing I have to be afraid of is like a Z Poison, like a Z Sludge Wave or something, or a Sludge Bomb, whatever it gets. I have to be careful of that. Honestly, like if I'm in with this and he like stays in, I gotta be nervous. I'll probably switch out into like Metagross or something, predicting the Z Poison. I feel like Z Poison is his best way to break this thing. This is my best wall to him. Like HP Ice does nothing to me, so I really only have to be afraid of Sludge Wave here. Now, looking at the EVs, we got 244 in the HP, we got 108 in defense. With the bold nature, we're making this thing tanky as heck. We got 108 in special attack, 28 in SpDef, and then 20 in speed. The 20 in speed is enough to allow us to outspeed an Adamant Swampert outside of rain. So, but even so, I'm not too worried about the Swampert with this set in particular, just because this set can tank an Ice Punch. I can Giga Drain it, get all my health back, it'll die. The Giga Drain is good for recovery for that reason. That's why we're packing it. And then the Seed Flare is just to hit everything else. Like he's got a Politoed, he's got a Vaporeon. He has a lot of things that don't appreciate Seed Flares. So I'm really excited for Shaman, and it put in quite the work last week. I got a little dangerous with it, over predicting on the Wheezing. That's also, I know a lot of people were saying I shouldn't have sacked it off, but at the health it was at and the speed of the Mons he had left, it wasn't tanking an Earthquake anymore. There's a couple things that is like, it wasn't, because I let it take a Sludge Wave, or Sludge Bomb, it wasn't going to be as useful, just so you guys know. I'm not crazy. But anyway, let's go ahead and go into our next Mon. We're bringing back good old Colossus. You already know Colossus is coming all the time, dude. Colossus is so good. We got the Adamant, we got Clear Body, obviously, and we got Leftovers for the ability, or the item rather. And we're rocking Stealth Rock, Meteor Mash, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch. We're going all punches this week with this thing. This thing's nuts. We got 252 HP, 148 attack, 12 speed, and 96 SpDef. If I pull back up his team, I can tell you what I was speed creeping. Say 70 speed. That is just to outspeed like a lot of like his min speed, like Politoed. If he doesn't run speed investment, it outspeeds like Vaporeon. He has a lot of really fast Mons, and then he has a lot of really like bulky Mons. So because I can't really outspeed Swampert, I'm not going to run Jolly max speed to outspeed a Swampert because he has rain. The only thing that would be close is the Clefable, depending on how much speed he puts into that. But I should still outspeed it because I have a little bit of speed investment here. And then Meteor Mash is just to hit things in the face, Ice Punches for the Thunderous, and then Ice Punches for the Thunderous, and then Thunder Punches for all his water types here. So Metagross is really good this week. Obviously, the one thing I really can't touch with this thing is the Swampert, but if I'm in with this thing versus Swampert, I'm probably dead anyway. So you feel me? I didn't really feel like putting Grass on it was worth it because I can't bring everything to counter Swampert. I have other stuff to deal with it, so Metagross was not going to be one of them this week. Anyway, let's go into our next Mon. We got Daenerys the Altaria coming back. We got a really bulky Stally set. I'm not a huge fan of doing this, but it's a necessity. This set, this is max defense, bold, max HP, and then a little bit in special attack. We got the Heal Bell, Toxic Roost, and Hyper Voice this week. Hyper Voice is so, because I think Return is stronger than Hyper Voice. It is stronger. But the fact that this will be like a free Scald switch in, like if I get burned, it's not a big deal. Just because, if I get burned, it's not a big deal because I'll have the Hyper Voice. I have the Heal Bell as well, but I don't want to be Heal Belling just to keep taking burns off me from Scalds and stuff. And with his team having things like Polytone and Vaporeon that just love to spam Scald on stuff, I figured it'd be better to have some extra special attackers this week, just so that wasn't as big of a deal, big of a concern. The big point of this set is I can tank hits from Swampert. Absolutely tank them. Even Ice Punch does like 48% max to me. So this set is going to absolutely tank stuff. My goal with this thing is just to hopefully Toxic everything. This is like basically a Toxic style set, kind of with Toxic Roost. I'm going to switch into it stuff. I'm going to Toxic stuff. I'm going to Roost. I'm going to switch out. All that good stuff, man. The only thing this thing is afraid of, even like this thing even deals with the Thunderous pretty well. Again, I just can't deal with Sludge Wave. So I'm really predicting his Thunderous Therian to run Z Poison this week. So I'm going to try to play around that the best I can. I'm going to hopefully make him burn it on like my Metagross and be immune. That's like a really big hope. Don't know if that's going to work out that way. But if he's a Z move on his Thunderous, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Z Poison. That, or he could also be like a Choice Scarf set for like a Weavile, but if he's Scarf, that's going to be a lot easier for me to deal with. So I would love to see that. Excuse me. All right, let's go ahead and go into our next mon. We got good old Suicune coming in. We got Aurora, the shiny Suicune coming in with Substitute, Combine, Protect, and Scald. Go figure. This is a very classic set. Last week I tried to get cute with Suicune, and I think a Combine set would have done a lot better after I had gotten rid of some certain walls and stuff. Suicune would have been nuts, and I'm just going to use it this week. You know, like, people over prep for this set because it's so good. I'm going to use the set that's so good. I have 140 speed EVs in this, and then I got a lot, like, I got obviously put a lot into HP, kind of split the defenses, and then 4 special attack because I had that to throw anywhere. We are 135 speed, and if I'm looking at my calcs correctly, I think that was enough to outspeed Adamant Swampert. I'm going to say Adamant Swampert is what I calced with that one. And then obviously I'm afraid of the Thunderous. If I get rid of the Thunderous, this thing sets up and I'm like free to go. He also has Unaware Clefable. I'm assuming he's going to run Unaware this week rather than like a Magic Guard set. If I can kill the Clefable and I can kill the Thunderous, this thing like wins. He can't break me. And even so, the Clefable can't really deal with me anyway. If I'm behind a sub, there's not much he can do to me. So we have that going for us as well. But pretty basic set, nothing crazy. And then we got they're making their debut this week, guys. Debut. We got Leonard Skinner, the Star Raptor, Free Burden all over the place. We got Jolly Reckless, Choice Scarf, Brave Bird, U-Turn, Double Edge, and Defog because I didn't need another move. Defog is, I don't think he's going to be like a hazard stacking set, but I figured if he brought the Quill, he has Quillfish now. So if he wants to set up Toxic Spikes, I can deal with that with this. Because I don't want my Altaria being toxic. I don't want my Suicune being toxic. I don't want my Shaman being toxic. I do have Heal Bell, thankfully, but like I'd still rather just not have that happen. But anyway, Double Edge, Choice Scarf. I can pretty much two-hit anything on his team with that. So this thing is probably going to be my open. I'm probably just going to smack something in the mouth as hard as I can. Like I said, I really think, I think Thunderous is a good open for him. Or I could open like a Politoed or something. I'm literally just going to open Star Raptor. And I'm going to click Double Edge. That's like the plan 100 times out of 10. He has no switch-ins to this. Star Raptor is cool because with the Choice Scarf, I'm pretty sure with my Jolly, I almost have max speed, 236 speed. I'm pretty sure I outspeed Swampert in the rain. Jolly Swampert in the rain, I'm pretty sure I still outspeed. I'll run the calcs on that after, but I'm pretty sure that was the speed we crept. So that'll be really good. Leonard Skinner opened his debut here. He has no resistances to Leonard Skinner here, so I'm hoping he just puts in the absolute finest of work in his first week coming into the game, dude. It was funny because Magnitude had an Aggron. Okay, he had an Aggron, and so I was packing close combat on this. I couldn't fit on Defog, but he dropped the Aggron for Quillfish, and I'm like, all right, cool. So now Star Raptor's like actually free. So we're free burning it up with Leonard Skinner this week. Very excited. And then surely, last but not least, we got Arya Stark, the Weavile, coming back again. Oh, time to wake up, boys. Sorry about that. Anyway, we got Arya Stark, the Weavile, coming again. We got Fake Out Ice Shard, bringing double priority this week. We got Icicle Crash and Knockoff. We're rocking the Adamant Nature. We're rocking Adamant because the fastest mon he has is Azelf at 115. So there's a couple reasons. I have to run Jolly to outspeed an Azelf at max speed. But what I'm hoping is, if he speed creeps my Star Raptor with his Azelf, I can outspeed the set with Adamant, like I have here. But I also don't even know if Azelf is coming this week. I have 2 Dark types in Weavile and Spiritomb, and a Metagross. So I don't know how useful Azelf would be this week. If he brings it, it's probably like a Suicide Lead set or stuff. So I'm hoping he just speed creeps me so I can run Adamant. Now, if he's like 2,000 IQ, he just runs enough speed in his Azelf to outspeed Adamant Weavile. That would be like an absolute Lord play. So I'm just hoping that he doesn't do that. But say if I'll have to like scout some speed stuff earlier, but hopefully. One, I'm hoping he just doesn't bring it because it's annoying to deal with. And then 2, hopefully I can just play around it. Anyway, so I got the double priority. Fake Out Ice Shard is going to do like, I think even Fake Out Ice Shard does like 40% to Swampert there. So like if it's like late game crunch, Fake Out, Switch Out, Fake Out, Ice Shard, hopefully will just like chip everything down. A lot of his mons don't like dealing with Weavile in particular. Like his best switch into Weavile is probably the Clefable, but a knockoff plus ICMZ can pretty much kill Clefable. So Clefable's not a great switch in. I'm nervous for the Quillfish in general because I think Quillfish is pretty fat if I'm not mistaken. Just like a big annoying mon. So anyway, I don't want to babble on. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for supporting. The comments have been super nice. I know we're 0-4 right now, but I was having this conversation with my front office. I don't think we're playing bad. We're trying hard. We're coming up with good sets. We're just not quite getting there. Like Dan, we got hacked out at the start, made it an incredibly uphill battle, and Dan's like amazing. You know, he's been around the block more than anybody. You know, he's done this for an incredibly long time. So a loss to him wasn't like too big of a deal. Who else did we play? Heated Mo, we were having a really good game against, but he just got in and got to set up with Cobalion. Nothing much I could do. A lot of my checks just got worn down. But like I feel the major thing is I feel like I'm not being outplayed so much. We had an incredible game versus Wolf. You know, we played really well versus him. We were like right there. We almost, if he wasn't the ZEQ set, we could have won that game. You know, so we were right there for that. But yeah, I'm excited. We're in week 5. We're playing Magnitude. I think he has 1 win. I think he's 1-3, and we're 0-4. So hopefully we can steal a win here, so we can both be 1-4. That's the goal, man. Thank you guys for supporting as always, and I'll catch you guys for the battle. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you then. Peace.